know. This is why we like to do these open classes from time to time. There is a reason why I asked you to stay, because I would love to ask about your child's achievements and overall activity in the past few weeks. I hope that you don't mind. I'm so sorry in advance for stealing from your precious time. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. Likewise, it is my pleasure. So, I saw that the file that we have here for your child is incomplete, and it is quite important for us to get all the information. Yes. Mainly because we need to know if you are the only and or main person of contact in case anything happens. Exactly. And there is some missing data that we need to be able to send you the latest reports. Okay. So, I have a few questions here, and the first one is, are you the main and or single contact for your child? Okay. Alright. And because you said no, I need to ask you, who is the secondary contact? Okay. Could I have their full name and phone number? Could you please spell that out for me? Okay. And the phone number? Okay. Great. The next question, which I mean, it kind of ties with the other ones, but what is your marital status? Are you single, married, divorced? Okay. Perfect. I always admire single parents because that's such a difficult job. It is the most difficult job of all of them, to be honest. Would you agree? Alright. The next question is, how often would you be able to come to either open classes like this or any private sessions with your child? Here at school, yes, if necessary. Do you have a particular schedule at work that you need to follow strictly? Okay. That's good. Okay. Would you be able and willing to volunteer for any of our upcoming events here at school? Because we always need more volunteers. Yes, for example, would you be able to attend the next Halloween fair that we will be hosting? Yes. Or the, upcoming event in September. Okay. Perfect. Alright. Okay. these are not regarding the file. We have finished all the file questions so far, but these questions are related to the summer trip that has been, yes, for a long time. The school has been planning this for a long time, but with the pandemic and everything, it kept getting postponed, so it will be happening in 2 weeks. My question is, would you be able to attend the trip? Yes, as a chaperone. Because, yes, we really need the help, and there aren't that many people who are willing to just accompany the teachers. The entire class is going, so it's a huge responsibility. Oh, you want a few more details? Of course. It's in 2 weeks, as I said, and we will be going to the mountain area. Very, very private, fresh air, many activities, so much nature, fresh air, yes, and we have many trips planned. There is this location that offers organic food. They kind of, have their own special pools where they breed fish, and they can offer the most natural, dairy products. They bake their own bread, so it's a good time. It's amazing. Yeah. We will also visit a natural reservation where kids can just observe the animals in their natural habitat. So much fun stuff. So you would be interested? Perfect. Let me write that down. Great. And regarding the accommodation, because we are really trying to be mindful of everybody's budget, children will be in a room with 4 beds. Exactly, yes, they will be living together. There are some exceptions. If parents want to pay a little bit more, we can offer a room for 2 kids, but there are no individual rooms for children. Exactly, and again, because we are trying to be mindful of everybody's budget, all the teachers and chaperones will be in rooms for 2 people in double rooms. Yes, we have to decide about the room distribution very, very shortly, because we do need to pay for all the rooms in 1 week maximum. So would you like to be just randomly put in a room with somebody, or would you prefer staying in the same room with me? I mean, I thought about that because from all the teachers, as far as I know, we have spent the most time together, and I thought that maybe this would be the option that would make you the most comfortable. But please let me know if you would like a different arrangement. Great, perfect. I'll make sure that will happen. Okay, so that is settled. You can transfer, yes, the full payment to the bank account mentioned in the initial email sent by the school. That's okay. That will dose of honesty that I should just keep for myself. Sorry. What was that? I mean, of course, yes, I do think that you are extremely beautiful, and everything that I said. Okay, so I did tell you about that. Next, I would like to point out the fact that your child is extremely hardworking and organized. They have been attending all the classes. They have been keeping up with all the notes, except biology. Yes, especially anatomy. They have a difficult time understanding the human body and how it works, and they were quite confused when the teacher tried to explain, about reproduction and all those things. Did you ever have, that talk? I see, okay. Well, if you did, maybe they're just not comfortable enough talking about that in front of the class, and my suggestion would be for you to talk about those things again, or if you don't feel really comfortable explaining that to them, I am open to do that. Well, I am a biology teacher and I am specialized in anatomy, so if you ever need any private lessons, not for you, for your child, but we can keep the options open. Yes, I'm open to that. I'm a teacher after all. Of course, yeah. Okay. So, would you like any private lessons for your child, or okay? How is Monday? 7 p.m. Is it a good time? Because that is my first opening, and I also always want to only hold my private lessons when the parent is present in the house. Great, okay, so I will just mark that as okay. To be completely honest, I feel like it will take more than one lesson just because they have been struggling since the beginning of the semester. But we always try to not push children to overperform in everything, because all of them are different and some of them are more passionate about mathematics, some are more passionate about physics, some are more passionate, about biology. So we try to discover and encourage individuality. But because I'm worried about the upcoming tests, and I noticed that they do feel quite uncomfortable with the subject, I thought that maybe I should bring that up. Okay. Great. I don't even know how to say that, and I'm blushing just thinking about that, but I feel like we need to discuss about it. Other children in the class told me that a nickname started for me. children, when of course I am not present, call me Lottie the Hottie. I know, obviously my name plus. But what was a little bit surprising is that they told me that your child was the one starting it, and it was only because their dad said that once while having a few beers with friends. So I wanted to clarify the issue and find out if it really did start like that, or if maybe your child has a very, very, very good imagination and again a big brain and a lot of sass. So I really appreciate your honesty. I really appreciate your honesty. Honesty is quite scarce nowadays, and it's okay. I was a little bit surprised, but I was not offended by any means, Children are children, and grown-ups can talk anything in their private time. That's completely okay. That's not against any policy, so okay. I wanted to also discuss the latest test that they had in the biology class, and I would like to point out a few things that we will be working on, but I wanted you to be aware. It seems like there is a big confusion, in your child's mind about the reproductive organs, female and male. There also seems to be a big misconception about the women's breast tissue, and about protection. That was not necessarily related to the anatomy class, but they did mention something in the biology test, and I think that we should address that, even though the type of education is not my class to teach, but we could definitely address that issue as well. And what else? I don't see it in my notes, but I'm sure that there is something else. Oh, the heart. smart, as I said. They seem quite comfortable in every circle and they're well liked by everyone, which is quite rare, but it's not really hard to believe that they are extremely well raised. Yes, I genuinely congratulate you on the job that you have done. It's truly wonderful and it must have taken so much work and dedication. Okay. Alright. What else? Oh. I asked you about your availability weekly or every 2 weeks because I would love to keep this. Yes, these sessions. I am the head teacher for their class, and I would like to keep you updated regarding, any incidents or exactly, yes, the performance in the biology class. I will do my best with the private lessons, but I would still like to discuss everything that might arise. Okay. Alright, what I wanted to ask you, would you like it to be very formal, only at school, or are you more comfortable with us meeting outside the school and discussing the same issues just in a relaxed manner? Okay. Alright. Perfect. Okay. Do you want to schedule the next meeting right now? Oh, okay. So let me just take a look. My calendar. Okay, so the school trip is in 2 weeks. Would you like us to meet before then? Okay, so in 1 week. Alright. Would Saturday work for you? Yes, evening. 9 p.m. Okay. There is a very, very nice and cozy small restaurant 2 blocks away from here. Do you know it? Yes, it's quite new. It opened recently and it's really, really cozy and nice. Not too much loud music. Very, very, very peaceful. Alright. Okay, so we have the place, the hour, and the day. Perfect. With the risk of sounding completely inappropriate, I am in love with your shirt. It's such a beautiful color. Yeah, and I wanted to ask you, where did you buy this shirt? Because I would like to see if they have an equivalent for women. Yes, in the same, yes, in the same line, because I often do wear shirts to school. Can I touch it and feel the quality a little bit? Okay. It's really, really, really soft and you smell so incredibly nice. Okay. I'm sorry. No,